Welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 455. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinside.
Yo, get my intro, bitches.
And Tony Korkanakis.
What up?
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to 455 of the Gamecast. Whew. We have a look back topic for you guys tonight. So we're going to go look back at last year's hype rankings on games and see how they equated out to us. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But first, let's get into what I've been up to. Mike, kick us off.
Played a little Mortal Kombat still. I am sort of running out of steam in that game. It's no injustice to.
No,
there's just the gear.
Well, there's the other aspect. No offense to Mortal Kombat and the characters, but you are more interested in the DC universe, anyways. So those characters have that natural draw for you.
Yeah, no, I know for sure, and also just the customization isn't quite as there or interesting, and like the gear and the skins, just there's not that much to them. That's like, oh, I got this piece. Let's put together this set to do a thing. No, it's none of that is really there. It's there a little bit, but not enough. And again, to me and to many people, the characters aren't as iconic or interesting to see different variations of. So
I'm looking forward to Spawn, but other than that, I don't know.
I mean, I am looking forward to some of the DLC. I'm curious to see how that goes, but at the moment, I'm going to need that to get back into it because I'm pretty much done at this point. I've unlocked most of the things, too. There's like one more section I need to unlock, but it's still good.
You got a good amount of time in that, though.
No, I definitely did, and I'll go back to it, but at the moment I'm getting a little tired of it. Other than that, I've played some Apex Legends again with my friend because they're into the Season 2. I played it today, actually. There's a few differences, not a lot. There's a new character. They've altered the map a little bit. But for whatever reason, everyone is quitting early again. I don't know if it's just a bunch of people coming back who are like pieces of shit who like to quit early, but it's a little annoying. Like we've played like 3 games in a row where our third person quit like after the first encounter, and we survived. But he's just like, they'll never save me, or they're not good, or they're not going the way we want, and just quit immediately. So that's a little annoying. And then just some more Rocket League here and there too. So cool. My old standbys, I'm just waiting for Friday, Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance 3. I made the mistake of not finishing a game and starting another game.
Oh, no.
Not starting another game, restarting another game, because I didn't get far in the world. The world ends with you, but I wanted to give it another crack at it. So I've been playing that, and I don't like the controls, though. Like I don't like the controls.
Yeah, I can't speak to the Switch version because I haven't played it. Although I did order it. GameStop actually had a decent sale last week, and I think for like 20.
I love the music, the art. I love everything about this so far. The controls.
I got
it wasn't designed for it. I mean,
that's the thing is like, and that's what I was worried about. Like, actually, I remember kind of shaming Corey because he was trying to play on his phone years ago. And I was like,
I was talking about it on the phone. I was saying I can't believe it's on the phone. Like, I guess it could work, but like I don't know how it would.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were playing on the phone. I was like, no,
I don't have it.
You have to play on a DS. I will lend you a Nintendo DS and my copy.
No, I remember that conversation because I didn't actually get it. I've gotten like Tactics and Final Fantasy 6 and stuff on the phone, but I wouldn't get.
It's confusing when you can use a controller and when you have to use the touchscreen. It's very confusing for me, to the point where like, do I point and click to where to make a move, or do I move them with the controller? Because sometimes you do it that way. And then in combat, it's like you have to drag your finger down from the spell down to like where the creatures are, and kind of draw around while trying to move as well, like tap. And it's just it is very complicated. It's very complicated.
I gotta try for this. I mean, the DS was a little complicated too, but it was such a unique twist because so the DS has 2 screens, dual screens, and there's a character on the top half and Neku's on the bottom half. So you control Neku with touch.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay.
And the top half, whatever your partner character is, you control using like the D-pad. Or like the L button. So like, and like it's different. So like the first character I think is kind of like almost like a DDR thing where you have to hit like left, up, right, or down to a certain like
so this is like easier. Like this one was based on taps. It's like tapping in time with your swipe.
Yeah.
So this is what this is now. So it's like when I was like, her attack is like a tap on the creature, and then you have to like press that, and then it's like press that, do the tap, and then you swipe down with the fire.
I don't know. That sounds complicated.
but it's like that's why I was like, I get to the point in my head just like, what's going on here?
Now you've only tried it handheld, right? You haven't tried it.
No, yes, I've only tried it handheld because I had a massive problem, and I still did. But I basically went to try it with just the Joy-Con like undocked, and I could play parts of the game to that point. But then you need to use the touchscreen. So I don't know how it works docked. I have no idea. Like, I don't even.
It's got to have some control scheme where you can.
Yeah, I think the right Joy-Con you use it as a pointer with the.
That might be what you have to.
The
do.
infrared.
I want to try that. Yeah.
Wrong.
It wouldn't let me use the left one, so that would make sense. So I don't know, but I tried tabletop mode, like a tablet mode. I just tried to, and I just couldn't get it to work right. So I just like redocked them and just picked it back up again. But because I thought at one point I was holding just the screen. I undocked the Joy-Cons and threw them on the thing, and I'm holding just the screen to play this game. Yeah, that's what was that's a.
Well, just get on your phone at that point.
Yeah, but that's what I was doing at one point. So then I was like, wait, I need to pick my controllers back up again. So I was like, okay, but I was having success doing it that way with the controllers. I was like, this is complicated, and I don't know. But
sounds like you're not going to be playing it on Friday anymore.
No, I think I don't know. I don't think I will anyways. I'm not going to make that statement, but I do like this game quite a bit. So I'm going to, I never got rid of it. I kept it for a reason. So,
speaking of DS ports, though, the Ace Attorney 1-3 collection on Nintendo Switch is on sale for $20 right now.
Nice.
So
Wait, what? Yeah, that is really good. So awesome. I wait on Amazon.
No, on the eShop.
Oh, an eShop. Oh, I thought it was a game day, Prime Day thing. So
no, it's only Japanese for the physical release.
Oh, okay. Okay. Where were we? Corey?
Well, I'm torn. I know you guys were talking about Ultimate Alliance, but like, I know I'm getting Fire Emblem. And I don't want.
I know I am getting it too.
I don't want to get into I don't want to get this game and then not play. I have 2 games that I'm like not playing because of stuff. But so no, I don't know. I'll probably.
The thing is though, for Ultimate, here's the problem. For me, the Ultimate Alliance game finally seems like the game for the first time ever. I'm going to use Nintendo Online to play at some point with you guys.
We have to. The thing is, we have to.
We have to. Yeah.
So,
but in any case, I did start up Destiny again because they have their moments of triumph going on, which is basically they're like, all these
greatest
achievements that you have to do throughout the year, like how far have you gotten in them, and like just like the different achievements throughout the this year, and then if you get a certain amount, you get different bonuses and in-game bonuses, and then also the outside the game bonuses, which if you achieve a certain amount of triumphs, you can actually get a T-shirt, which they've done the past 3 years, where you can get a T-shirt to show you like how much you've done in the game and accomplished and things like that. So it's pretty neat. Cool. I got a few left to do, so I have this month in August to get them done, which it should be no problem.
Yeah,
I figure just get that done real quick and then move on, because after September, I mean, I'm done with Destiny. So it's over.
You're done with like every game. See, you gotta get. That's why you don't want to play anything else, because you're like,
it's hard.
Yeah.
But also want to shout out to some more tabletop gaming. I did get another game in called Dinogenics, which is a worker placement game that is basically Jurassic Park, the game in tabletop form, where you're building a park and trying to attract visitors and dinosaurs, and there's some elements of like fuck you to the people that are trying to do it, because like they're trying to build parks, but you're trying to build the best park. So it was a lot of fun. Got to play that the other day. So I'm trying to get as many board games in as possible these days.
Yeah. All right, cool. Tony?
Nothing new for me. Just some more Mario Maker. Some of the stages people made in that.
It's holding pattern until Ultimate Alliance.
Yep, exactly. And
did you use a voucher for that one, or
No. Best Buy gave me some like birthday coupon, so I was like, it was like 10% off or something.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'll just use a voucher on something. I'll probably definitely use it on Pokemon, because that's probably something I just want on my system, and I have to like insert the cartridge because whatever, and something else. But yeah, those vouchers have been pretty good. Other than that, I watched Overwatch League, and huge weekend. So
man, it was amazing. Like, sorry, I'm cutting in.
I know the result. I know the results. So yeah,
I just want to mention, it's like watched that first match of the first Shanghai YXL game. I'm like, well, good to see New York do what they do best in the playoffs.
Yep,
dude.
I put that in Discord right away.
It's so bad because I was thinking about you because I was like, man, like Fusion, it's a roller coaster of emotions because like it's like what Fusion is going to show up today is going to be the Fusion that like can play to like their best, or is the Fusion that's going to play to their opponent's level, regardless. Like if they're a really good team, they'll play really good, or whatever. But I'm like, man, I gotta feel like I don't know if I'd prefer to be like Corey, a fan of the XL, because like they're a team that performs so highly during the season, but anytime it comes, they're like, yep, play it. Like this is the time to shine. Like they just like flub it. I'm just like, I don't know. Like I don't know which one I prefer. Although, so real quick to get to the portion, it was stage 3 playoffs. I mean, Shanghai Dragons, which beat my team Fusion for the number 8 seed in the top 8,
and then they beat my team in the first round.
Yep, beat the number 1 seed XL. Then they beat the number 2 seed Vancouver Titans, and they beat,
which they've only lost like
two
ridiculous.
Like
in the regular season, they've only lost once.
Yeah,
and NYXL's only lost twice in the regular season.
Yep, and then they beat and then they beat in the finals San Francisco Shock,
which was the second best team like in that Pacific. Like they're probably third best team in the league right now.
Yeah, exactly. So Shanghai Dragons, the team that went 0-40 last year. They finally conquered it, and I'm so happy because I know it's a lot of like new players and whatnot, but like this is like a comeback story, and like not only that, but so like
the players on the team cried when they got their first win this yeir.
Yeah, I know. Like that was such a touching moment. Like they, their first win because it was such a big deal, and the other part is their like leader, which is Gamsu, was formerly at the Boston Uprising. And they at the beginning of this season 2, they just traded him away right away. He didn't even know about it. Like, I think he found out when they announced it via like social media or something. He's like, like they totally did.
And what's really cool is because like, Goats has been the meta like for the entire year. This Goats, it's been Goats, and Shanghai won this playoff without using Goats, which is awesome. And I wonder if that's gonna like change like some of the higher ups' minds on like some of the stage 4 stuff, because like they've showed that you don't need to play Goats to win.
It's just
I think that really screwed people up. Like, and where XL did not really get to figure out how to counter it, because like just that pharmacy was destroying people, and having what's his name, the hamster guy, Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball, yeah.
Like,
I just want to call him Hantaro,
I know. I was like, but yeah, Gamsu on him was just like it was amazing. It was amazing to watch, because this team, like you were saying, Tony, was just so bad. And here they go. They run the top three teams in the league.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like,
and they almost lost too, because they almost got reverse sweeped.
Yeah, they almost got reversed. I was like, no. I was like when I was tuning in,
it's so Shanghai for them to this happen right now.
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, please, like, don't let this happen. And like when they finally won, like you just see like their whole team was just so, it's like they couldn't believe it. Like, and that's the thing is like some of the teams that are like used to winning, like they hardly show any emotion. They're like little high fives or something like that, and they were like jumping up and down. They're like hugging each other, and like some of their coaches and players like getting teared up and stuff. And I'm like, damn, like that's a feel good story. So like that's props to Shanghai. Much ado.
Yeah.
Tying into that, some quick news. Today actually they announced for next year of Overwatch League, they're going to be completely away games. Like it's going to be homestead games, or it's like the cities hosting weekends and stuff like that. So it's not going to be just in the Blizzard Arena anymore. And every team has to host at least 2 and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really exciting. They definitely said they're not adding any new teams to the league, so it's just going to be the 20. And they got rid of stage playoffs, actually. There's no more stage playoffs. I don't know if you saw that, Corey. But
no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. So
it's just the championships all they're going to aim for now?
Just going to be the championships.
I think that makes more sense, but this adds a nice little hype to it. So I don't know. That's kind of weird.
I mean, it gives these teams like a nice like this moment. It gives this Shanghai team moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like as a natural sports, popular sports fan, it doesn't make sense as much. You watch like Major League Baseball or football or hockey or basketball, whatever. They don't have these stage playoffs and things like that. So it makes sense to move away from that if you want to be, I think considered, on that
sport.
echelon,
Yeah. I think having it as just having one championship makes the most
it
sense.
It is unfortunate for because these moments are really cool.
Yeah.
Shanghai.
The other thing is interesting is that they divided it because primarily it was East versus West, like Pacific versus Atlantic, but now because of so many teams, they're actually doing it East versus West and North versus South.
Right.
Cool.
So somehow at Philadelphia, we're in the South, the southern region. We're with Florida Mayhem, Houston Outlaws.
Dude, that's every sport. It's every sport. You're like, why?
Bill said that too.
Look at football, like American football. We have Dallas Cowboys in the Eastern Conference. Dallas Cowboys, Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
it happens in sports. It's because of
just like
the rivalries and stuff.
The rivalries,
but yeah, that's it's pretty cool that they're moving in this direction.
Yeah. Oh, and did I mention on the podcast? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Did I mention that? Or
you played it last week?
Yeah.
Because
it's on Gamecast.
Yeah.
You just can't look at it. The gameplay is fine. You just can't look at it.
All right, let's get into some gaming news here. The big news of the week, I think, would be that the Switch Lite has been announced officially. A smaller machine, not detachable Joy-Cons, a 5.5-inch screen. Down from, is it a 6.5 on the Switch currently?
Yeah, I think.
So I think it is 6.5. So, and 20% battery life or 30%?
It's better.
It's better. I just don't know.
I think it equates out to be like an hour and a half better. Yeah. So whatever else that has to add up to. So yeah, I mean, that's the quick.
A real D-pad instead of
a real D-pad is interesting because I know that people are clamoring for that, especially right now with Mario Maker. But oh god, I watched your video you shared on Twitter, Tony, for that flaming Mario Maker episode. I was getting anxiety watching that. I can't. There's no way I can play that.
Anxiety? It's like,
yeah, I saw that post. I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't do it. But anyways, the Switch Lite was obviously announced. They're making a Pokemon Special Edition for this as well, which they have to. Multiple colors for this, which are cool: blue, gray, and yellow. Blue, like teal.
Turquoise.
Yeah, turquoise. Yellow, nice light yellow, and light gray, mid-color gray. It's 0.7 inches smaller, 0.27 pounds lighter, 1.2 inches shorter, and 0.4 inches in length, and then 0.4 inches shorter in height. There's your whole rundown. So
I guarantee, like Nintendo, not necessarily, but I guarantee that some third-party people will make an adapter that you can plug in, that you can dock, you can have it go up to television.
Maybe isn't that programming in the dock? It's like it's a firmware kind of thing, isn't it? It's probably not safe.
I guarantee.
I'm guessing the smaller, but I'm guessing the smaller components. It's not safe to run at 1080p in terms of thermal.
I mean, is it safe to overclock your PC?
No. Yeah, I get you there. I
don't know. It's really weird.
Third party's gonna do it.
I remember we were talking about this like a while ago, and we were saying like, oh, would they get rid of that? And like at first I was like, nah, there's no way they get rid of the Switch concept. But then I started thinking, I was like, but they got rid of the 3D in the 3DS, all that stuff. So I was like, and like the thing is like with Nintendo, like trying to guess what Nintendo will do is just like sometimes you just got to be like, what wouldn't they do? And that's what they would do. And I was just like, you know what? It makes sense because it's
what shouldn't they do?
Right. But this I think is a good move because it's 100% aimed at like the kids, and then B, I think a more casual audience.
It just makes their Switch like, it makes their Switch naming just
it's
unless they really come up with this cloud gaming. If they can make it so that I can put that Switch down and switch to my Switch.
Well, right, that's what they're saying is that
double switch, the old double switch.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that wouldn't potentially make me interested in it is like if you can I can leave my original Switch docked and like pick up my handheld and like continue off like with my digital game or whatever, cloud saves and all that stuff. That would be a selling point. I'm not saying it would be enough, but
no, not quite. But like for Corey, for instance, your kids, you're gonna get, just wait. You get them a Switch Lite because it's more durable.
Yes, I mean that would make more sense. But if I was going to get a second Switch, then yes, I would get.
No, but not only that. But then they're just using your Switch at home anyway. So then you use the Switch Lite. Like it could happen. Like you leave that one at home and you still take that to work or whatever. Take that on the road. You'll be taking the Lite out there, and then the Switch will be at home, the regular Switch. So there is a family use for this. I can see that. And also the just like in general, people have been holding off because they don't want a console
it seems
at home.
like as far as it's less moving parts too. You're not having the Joy-Cons that can break off and things like that. So I do appreciate that for the like you said, the younger audience, that group. And for me, like the biggest thing here is that you're unifying your platform.
You're keeping it so that everything goes.
Saying like 3DS, you're going out to pasture. We're gonna start focusing more on the Switch stuff, and I think that's a good thing.
I think so too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's perfect timing because, and I think I might have said that back in the day when I was like, it's got to come with Pokemon because they got to get that slightly cheaper model because they want to get the kids and they want to get the less core people. I'm not going to say like casuals, but like the people that are like.
And plus, $199 for the price. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's, you can't beat that. Because that's the thing. It's like asking people to pay $300 for like just Pokemon or like maybe just Animal Crossing. It's like that's kind of a hard sell because there are people where it's like that's their holdout is like Pokemon or that's their holdout Animal Crossing, stuff like that. Yeah. So I think the $200 price point, and the fact is, you adopt that 3DS market now because people are looking for that handhold only model, and they're like, well, why am I paying this like extra? We'll just say $100 for the dock and all those components because I don't care about that. I don't need that. I just want to play it portable. So I think it's great, and I definitely think we see a pro core model next year.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
That's what I want. I just want.
I would like to have that, and then make this one my portable.
Yeah.
So that's my one, but yeah, it's cool. All right. What else do we have? Gearbox has now confirmed that they are working on crossplay for Borderlands 3. Mm-hmm. So Corey's wallet may be saved.
Well, no, I mean,
he'll still do it.
No,
he said, "Love that." He's still gonna buy it.
No, I mean, I already, I'm buying it no matter what. Obviously, just no matter how many times. But no, I was gonna say is it was happening. They wanted that, and it was like already like on the advertisements earlier, and it's something that I think they've been pushing for since the beginning. It's just they never came out and officially said anything about it until now, and now they're officially saying it will not be there at launch. And read between the lines, we're waiting on Sony.
Yeah, that's pretty much what was said. So big shock there, but it's still good. I mean, this is going to be a great. I think this new upcoming generation for gaming is going to be so interesting with crossplay. It's a whole new world, really, once you get this going.
Whole new world.
Yeah, so I'm psyched for it. So, all right, what else do we have? So because we're psychic, or that GameStop listens to our podcast, they have announced they're going to be creating a new store concept. This is a new concept for those wondering, where they'll offer you to come in and play more retro games at their place. Man, I wish there was somebody out there that had a podcast that had this idea. I don't even know who may have done this in the topic. I'm so happy we did that impromptu topic last week. That's just like timing wise.
It's icing on the cake. Like I saw that article, I was like, bullshit.
Validation.
I was like, what? I was like, no. And it's like, yep, it's true. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, obviously, it's really their only the model they have to go to. After that big loss, it makes sense to make their place a retro style place to go in and have fun and enjoy, then pick up some older games. And, even if you want to pick up new stuff, you can still have a little bit there. Make it small shop oriented. So, yeah. So that's cool. All right. Let's get into our topic, which is our look back of last year's hype ratings. Corey shared the document. Yes, we did. Yes. Now, Mike wasn't here. Oh, he did get to do this. Oh, these were guesses.
I can't go back in time, unfortunately, but I can guess what I think I thought in 2018.
Yeah. How do we do this? We only had 25 points total.
Yeah, up to 25.
So this is different than last. Like the one we did this year, we changed the amount. We only had 25 points. Okay. I think Mike did it the way we did it this year.
I'm gonna open this on my phone so I can keep my screen thing going here. Hang on. All right.
No,
so
I did it. I had it up to 25. I did it how it is there.
Yeah. All right. So let's look back here. We had let's see, Dead Cells on this list first. They didn't get a rating for me, but Corey and Tony, you both gave this a 2.
Yeah, no, I was really excited because I actually had this in early access, and I thought it was a great idea. It looked really cool, and it played pretty well on early access. And then it just, I'm so happy that it blew up on Switch and everything. And I definitely think Switch helped it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Overcooked 2. I think, Tony, you're the only one that gave it a 1.
I gave it 1.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
You did.
I thought it was something that I might play with Sonia, but then we just never ended up getting it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I still haven't finished Overcooked 1 because it's a game I only play with other people, so it's a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
And like by now, there's so many other party games out. Like Overcooked really doesn't hit it. That much,
I can see us busting that back out for like 500.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I mean,
Okami HD. Did they even come out? Oh, it did.
Yeah,
yes,
it did.
Tony, you gave that a point.
Yeah,
Did you play it?
I'm interested in it. It just.
Did you ever play it though?
No, that's the reason
that makes sense. Yeah, to do it.
Yeah, I'll get to it. It's for 20. I'm like, I can get new indie games for 20. Like, I'm not gonna play an old port for 20 just yet. I'll wait for a sale or something like that.
All right. Shenmue is on this list now. Still.
If we're doing this again,
I would love to have heard that podcast.
What did I give it this? I don't even remember.
You guys gave it a 1. I probably would have given it a 1 too. But I also probably didn't think it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we probably assumed it wasn't coming.
We gave it a 1 again. At least I think I gave it a 1 again.
Yeah, we may not be convinced this year that it's coming, but it will. It will be here in November. Dragon Age 11.
I gave it 2. Yeah. No, you know what's funny is I have it. I haven't gotten to play much of it.
Yeah.
And now it's coming on Switch. I'm like, do I double dip? And what I really love about the Switch version is you can get it. You can play it, in like more classic graphics mode.
Yeah, like a Super Nintendo style.
Yeah.
Not to mention it has like definitive content. It has like the orchestrated soundtrack. It has extra scenes, like extra.
It's definitely the best version of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I didn't give it a single point.
Yeah,
single point last year.
Time to get into the list here. Spider-Man. This was our hype game. We all gave it 5s. And then Mike would have allocated it a 7. This is hindsight, obviously, but I could see it still.
No, I mean, my hindsight is still that I was probably most hyped for that at the time. But
and I think it lived up to all of it. I think, right? I mean,
I mean, I kind of wish there was more to it in retrospect, but I don't think I enjoyed it any less than any of these other games for sure. It was as good or better than all of them.
Yeah, I think the DLC was a little disappointing, but you can't beat the fact that just the core game that regardless of DLC, that game was amazing. And what was that? It was our game of the year, right? For most of us.
I think it was. Yeah, it was mine. It was mine because my 6.
Well, it was like God of War was mine. Was God of War on here? No, this was. Yeah, I think God of War came out. I mean, this was after God of War already came out. So I think God of War was my game of the year.
Yeah. All right.
But this was obviously second.
Next up was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I was very high.
You played the other two. Were really excited for this one.
I was so excited, and man, hindsight, what a crappy game that was. What a disappointment. That was a waste of 3 points. Honestly, that was a waste.
That was a waste of 3 points. Not even a waste of money. That was a waste of 3 points.
Yeah,
what was wrong with this game again?
The game was a step backwards in the way it played. Like it was a step backwards in control, gameplay, exploration. It was a step backwards in all of it. So the story wasn't as good. Yeah,
I throw a 1 at it because like all these types of Tomb Raider games seems like a type of game that I might get into, but I never bothered to care.
I would want to see like. I think the thing for me was like, is she finally becoming the Tomb Raider that she's supposed to be? Like, or is she still shooting a bow and arrow? Like, when is she getting double like pistols here?
I mean, the game was like I said, the game controlled like crap, and I think the puzzles were a lot easier. I think the game just didn't cook it enough. Like it was undercooked, the whole thing.
I mean, it's crazy because it is a broke ass Uncharted, and Uncharted is just better.
Yep.
So right. I gave it a point though because I was hoping
you did. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Torna. That's the golden game, right? That's the expansion.
DLC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys, Corey, did you get into this yet?
No, not yet. But knowing what I know now, I would probably have given this a higher score.
Yeah, that's
I gave it a 1.
Tony, you stand by your 5?
Oh yeah, no, that was one of the best like standalone DLC things I've ever played because it was just like a perfect companion to the main game and just. You got to see it from the protagonist's point of view, and it's like wow, this makes sense. Like imagine if it's like you watched the original trilogy of Star Wars and then you watched the prequel trilogy, but the prequel trilogy was actually really good. I'm like that's really what this is. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Interesting. Valkyria Chronicles 4. I gave this a point. Actually, all three of us on this gave us a point, and I stand by it. I still want to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten a chance to yet. So, The World Ends With You. As we just discussed on this podcast, I didn't realize it was on this list. I still stand by the statement too because I still want to play this game. And Tony, you just said it too. Mm-hmm. Corey, any other interest in this for you?
No, I probably wouldn't. Again, looking back at this, I probably wouldn't have given it a point at this point because I don't think I want to play it in its current iteration.
It might be. I mean, the way that I'm finding this control, this might be the. I mean, it might be the way it works. I like every other aspect of this game to the point where I'm gonna put up with the control. So, Forza Horizon 4, I gave it a point. And I haven't really played it.
It's funny. It's like I was looking at this, and my World Ends With You point. I'd probably give to Forza, knowing if I knew that the Lego expansion was coming.
Yeah, the Lego expansion has got me interested.
Cool.
You know what's going to get me to play this game is Game Pass. That I have that, and
and that's it. Yeah. Well, I'm downloading this, and I'm looking forward to this Lego thing because that looks awesome.
Yeah. Mega Man 11. I didn't give any points.
I gave it a point.
Yeah, you and Tony both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good version.
Yeah, I think the one was, what I would still give it. Like it was a nice surprise. I'm happy they did it. Yep. I want to see them more, and I think they could allocate a little bit better of a budget with just terms of like extra characters, or maybe DLC options, stuff like that. But it's a return to form. I'm happy they did it. I'm personally hoping we get a Mega Man X9 announcement.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Next up is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Mike, you would have given this 2?
I think so. I wasn't that interested in it, but I probably would have thrown some points at it because I'm a fan of the series. I was just over it at the time, but this game actually, in retrospect, was way better than I
See,
thought.
the funny part is I would have given this a point now. Like, they did such a good job with this game, and in fact, I'm always enticed to rebuy it. I traded this in and got good value, but I've seen it so much cheaper now. I'm like, I'm always enticed to try it again and go at it again because I like this world that they built. I like this whole thing.
What's funny is like I threw the point solely on the theme. I was like, I'll give it a point just because the theme. Like I really like this theme, so
it was. And then
what they do with it, and I think I'm the only one who hasn't played it. So
I mean, like I said, the combat for me is the problem, but like. I really want to put up with that and play this game more. If I can get more time somehow, I might do this. I don't know, but this game I would have definitely at least given it a point without a doubt.
Yeah, same.
All right. Super Mario Party. Tony and Mike.
No, I didn't give it a single point.
Oh, you didn't. Wait,
no,
nobody gave it.
You gave it.
Oh, I gave it a point. Oh my god.
God.
Another point that I don't know why I gave it.
And I would have given it a point just because I knew I was probably going to get a Switch for another game in this list, and seems like a decent game to have with like friends.
Did you
family.
ever get it?
No.
I don't know why. I don't know why I threw this a point. I mean,
I have it. It's fun. It's definitely for like the casual, like whatever.
I think there is like a nice like balance. Like you can just do the mini games too. Like just have
There's actually a decent like single player. Like this girl I was dating for a while. She played like the single player. Like, there's challenges where it's like you play a mini game and it's like you need to get like a certain score or under a certain time or whatever. I'm just like, that's weird. I was like, me playing like 10 Mario parties. I'm like, I have no desire to do that. So I'll help you with like some of the ones that you're having trouble with. But
next up was Starlink Battle for Atlas. I gave this a point. I don't want to say,
right?
Yeah, no, like I have it still.
Right?
It's literally right here. I still have it because I want to get rid of it. But like it's not. The problem with this game is the reason I was interested in it. I gave it a 1 because of Star Fox. I played the game. I actually was in this game for a while, playing this game for a lot, but I would play as Star Fox. And
that's what I would do.
It got to the point though where I just wanted a Star Fox game, and this is not a Star Fox game. So I lost interest in it because of that. I'm just like, I don't want to play this game because I'd rather just play a real Star Fox game. And that's ultimately what happened to it. And that's why I think that this counted so much too. It was big at first, but it's like they give it the R-wing with the when you bought it. It was such a like. It was not a bad game. It just was disappointing. I couldn't play real Star Fox game. So that I stand by the point, but it's still like
I think 2 things were going against this game. Is that 1, it hit after the Toys to Life thing had already been dead.
Yes. Yeah.
And then 2, it really should not have launched on the other systems because from what I have interpreted from sales insiders is that it bombed on PS4 and Xbox to the point where it's like kind of like, well, why'd they even bother? Like, really, like, why'd they bother? Yeah. And if they had made it a Switch exclusive, I think it actually would have helped it, because like it's just like, oh, like even though they had the Star Fox content, if they just said like this is an exclusive, I think it would have bolstered it a little bit, and Nintendo would have helped them maybe market a little bit. Just point at like Mario plus Rabbids. Like, you look at that, and that was just like money.
Yeah, I think that was ultimately it. Battlefield 5. Corey, you gave this a point.
Yeah, true. I loved the Battlefield series before, and I was really looking forward to this.
Did you play this?
A return to form, kind of, because I didn't play Battlefield 1, but no, I did not play this just because the other shooters came out and things, and Destiny obviously just pulls me away from things.
And you'll never get to it now that Borderlands.
No.
Yeah. All right. The next game was the game I thought would be my game of the year at this point in time, I'm sure, on this list. Red Dead Redemption 2. Hindsight, I should not have given this a 6. I think that's being very nice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a nice way to say it. Not that this game was ultimately extremely... Like, I finished the game. I played the whole thing. I enjoyed parts of this game, but it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah. I
didn't want to play a horse simulator.
I knew I was going to get it, and I kind of looked forward to it, but I didn't think I was going to like it. And honestly, 5 is about right for me.
I think my ultimate hype was more of a 3, to be honest with you.
Mine 2 is 2 points higher than it should have gotten from me.
Mine's right where it was.
Yeah, it was right where it was. Tony, you tried it too. It's just like, yeah.
See, I actually
someone's paying you to play it. That's different.
Yeah. I don't know. I finished this game, and so I won't say that it was the worst game I've ever played. It wasn't. It just had so many other issues with the pacing, with everything, which is bad with it.
It just didn't value your time.
No, it didn't. That's what it didn't respect my time.
You had to spend a lot of time just to do pretty simple things in the game.
And that's the thing. It's like I 100% feel that when we do get the PC version, and I feel like we're gonna get that next year, that if they don't do it themselves, modders will do it, and just like quality of life issues, and I think that will make it a fantastic game. I really do. I honestly feel like it will make, to me, a fantastic game. Just like
I think it could be.
It just did not respect them.
You like some of the core stuff that was laid out there for you.
Yeah.
You just didn't
I mean, I loved I thought it was one of the best open worlds I've been.
It was and I don't like open worlds. I thought it was great. Just thought it was stupid how the travel worked. I thought all of that
travel
stuff.
Was slow. The
man.
The menus and controls were a mess.
Yeah, controls were bad too. Yeah. Next one, I don't get this. What I was thinking. Since I opened this list, this is the one that stuck out. I'm just like, I don't know why I gave Fallout 76 a 3 in my hype scale. Mike, I tied you in it, but I've never played it. I don't want to play it. It's hot garbage.
I remember
to buy it, but it is.
I remember that summer I was seriously considering it. I was just like, oh, this will be cool. Like, this might be where the whole, shared multiplayer, single player sort of experience makes the most sense. I like this series. But then, of course, it got reviewed or
then it came out.
Not reviewed. It's feedback.
Yeah, it got reviewed and it came out. Both. I mean,
I'll say that actually, I am interested in this game. I will say, not now. I think another year in the oven, and I think this game will be worthy of at least a playthrough.
It's gotta make it though. That's the problem. It's gotta make it.
I really don't know. So yeah, in retrospect,
they're still
be a 1.
It. Yeah.
No, I mean, I gave it. I was curious because I wanted to see this world in a different form and different genres, so to speak, here, and see what they did with it. So I was curious about it, so I threw it a point, but the execution just wasn't there. And I do think it could be successful in this genre of game.
Yeah,
I just don't think that the it's hard when you come out the gate and it's just like a dud.
Yeah,
to pick yourself up.
Yeah.
So.
But the thing is, and there's a slight difference with just an example like Anthem, but it's in Bethesda's best interest to keep doing this game until it becomes successful, because they're not just going to stop with this, because I guarantee you they're thinking about, oh, how can we do like an Elder Scrolls, like, they're obviously doing online Elder Scrolls Online, but like how can we do the next one? Or, like they need to keep doing that because that is a future like revenue stream. Mm-hmm. So I think they're way more invested in making sure that this game is a good product and that they can support it, rather than EA and Anthem, where it's just like, man, all right, you guys can't do this. Now you're just gonna fucking make some other bullshit for us, where it's just like they're not incentivized to do that. So
Yep, I think they'll stand by it. You're right. So we'll see what comes out eventually, but I think they'll make it into a good game. So last one on the list, Smash Brothers Ultimate. I stand by my rating of a 1, but I understand your other ratings. So I think you guys all stand. Mike, you hindsight, you would have given this you would have given Spider-Man your 7.
Yeah, for sure. I because I was down on the last like 2 Smashes a bit. I was like,
Corey, I know Tony gave this. Tony, you just said 7 with this. I think you're not disappointed with that, right?
Oh no.
I can't imagine you would be.
I actually should have given a high because like Mike was saying, like I love all the Smash games, but each one like there's like one thing that was just kind of like missing. Mm-hmm. And this one exceeded like almost all my expectations, with maybe like a couple of the auxiliary modes, which we got in, like the stage builder, and I'm sure we're getting Stadium with the next major patch and stuff like that.
All right, Corey, you gave us a 4.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna like, what, this is the Smash game for me. I'm gonna go all in on this, and
I bought it too because thinking that I haven't really played it though, but I have it.
I've used this way more than I've played the game, which is the Pro Controller.
Yeah,
I love the Pro Controller. So, but I didn't need to spend all that money to get a Pro Controller because I have not really played the game too much at all.
Yeah, I haven't much either. This is a game, like, again, I haven't traded this one in because I do think I will play this game. I just haven't yet. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I probably would have maybe put this down to a 1 and then given Spider-Man an 8.
Yeah. In retrospect, I probably would have given Spider-Man more points just overall. I mean, Shadow of Tomb Raider was a waste of 3. Yeah. Fallout 76 was a waste of 3. I don't know.
Like just looking at my list, I gave points to Red Dead Redemption, which didn't deserve it from me.
I gave too much to Red Dead Redemption.
Battlefield, I shouldn't have thrown a point.
So I think, just looking at these lists, I think Jim is like the most regretful, right? With, like,
it sounds like it. It does. It definitely sounds. I'm just like looking at.
You went big on a couple games that.
I expected Red Dead to be as solid as I expect. I just expected my game of the year.
So Red Dead was obviously your number 1, and then you had Spider-Man, which blew it out of the park, and you definitely
was my game of the year.
Expectation. Yeah. But then your 3s for Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Fallout 76. Those were the biggest disappointments.
I think those were actually, if you're looking at the list, were my biggest disappointment. Why I wasted my 3 points on both of them.
And I think that because you had like those 3s where I kind of spread it out a little more.
Yeah.
It wasn't as disappointing just because I was spreading things out. You were kind of going in a little deeper on those.
Yep. That's what it was. Yeah. Yep. So. All right. Anything else to discuss on this list? Good. Everybody happy with looking back? I mean, Mike, I know you were here for the last one, though, right, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we'll do this again, and we'll go over this again from last year.
I'm curious to see where things are, because I think Shenmue is the only game that wasn't released on this list.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Impressive,
I was going to say, like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And then I was wondering if there's anything released that wasn't on here that was notable. I can't think of it at this time.
No, so this is sort of like the post E3 year, not the calendar year. So it's sort of a weird time to try to measure in retrospect.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to do it for 455 of the Gamecast. Thanks for tuning in. You can write us, podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. My cat appreciates it back there. Thanks for tuning in.
Cat approved.